5230 Podcast, Episode 3, the Allen Iverson number 3, the man from Jersey.
And yours truly, King Leon, man.
King Leon, come on. Some love. Alright, we're going to start this one off with the trade deadline, winners and losers, and then we're going to transition. I don't know how I'm going to transition into it, but the TEKASHI69 stuff, trade weight, and so let's just get right into it, man. We're going to do that the trade deadline, winners and losers. You want to start it off?
Yeah, I'm going to start it off. So basically, right, with the trades, the first one I got is New York Knicks and the
Wait, you
Dallas
doing winners
Mavericks.
or losers first?
No, that's not how. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do winners. So I got New York as a winner. At first, I thought they were a loser, and I was even talking about it with a few people, and I said, "Man, the Knicks messed up on this."
All right.
I slept on it and I thought about it, and they actually are winners with this because this helps them when it comes to free agency. So they picked up Dennis Smith Jr. They picked up DeAndre Jordan. They picked up Wesley Matthews and 2 first-round picks. Not only that, they're tanking. So you already know they're going to get like great chance they're going to get a top 3 pick. Right?
I didn't know. I forgot they got 2 first-rounders. Holy shit.
Exactly. So now that's looking good for them, especially now they said that they're confident they're going to get Kevin Durant.
Right.
I don't know how they're confident in that, but okay. Right? Then you never know when it comes to Kyrie. Kyrie might go there. So another star might go there. We don't know.
Right.
So that's looking good for them in that sense there, right? Don't bet on them to make any kind of noise this season. No, they're done. Right?
But like 10 wins.
Yeah, this is exactly. But just know in the future they're gonna be doing good. I give him like a B with the grade because that was good. But things that I said that because it's all ifs now. It's ifs because we don't know if they're actually gonna get those players. Right. So we're just basing it on ifs. Right. So I don't want to give him an A or give him like a high praise for that.
Because if the summer comes and they strike out, then what do you
exactly?
Well, if the summer comes and they strike out, what do they have on their roster? It's looking tight, skimpy. Yeah. But
another winner I got was Sacramento because they picked up Harrison Barnes. They needed a small forward. Why are you making it? Oh, see, they needed a small forward, right? That was pretty like solid. Harrison Barnes is a solid player to me, and because they let go. They let go Zach Randolph and Justin Jackson. Justin Jackson, I liked him when he played for UNC and all that. Yeah. But he's one of those guys that we don't know. He has potential, but we don't know what's going on with him.
How many years he been in? 3?
I think it's been like 2.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, he can still become something.
Yeah, he can still become something. That's why I'm not saying this is terrible because we don't know. But the thing is this. I think Harrison Barnes is going to be good for them when it comes to pairing with Darren Fox, Willie Cauley-Stein,
Hield,
Bogdanovic, them type players. This is good. This is a good look. Because they got rid of Iman Shumpert. He was garbage. He can't score. He's just a defensive kind of guy.
And they're trying to make that last playoff.
Exactly, right? So they're a winner to me. I gave that like an A. That was lit to me. Mm-hmm. Another winner to me, this is one of my favorite teams to watch. They're exciting because Giannis is my second favorite player. Yeah. So with Milwaukee because they picked up Mirotic. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They gave up that bum Thon Maker. That's all they had to do. And Jason Smith, Stanley Johnson.
Thon Maker was like so. I remember I would listen to people talk about him on like ESPN and stuff, and they were thinking this dude was gonna be something, yo. And he's a bum.
You know the problem? These guys look at height too much. You got some tall, lanky guy. You think, that's it? No, he's not even good. He said he wanted a more profound role. Okay, get your ass on out of here. He's garbage. You're not gonna do. Man. Where is he now? Pistons or something like that. Right. He's not gonna do anything in the Pistons in Detroit.
Behind Blake and Drummond.
Exactly, garbage. Only thing he could be good for is just helping to have tall players to defend.
I think they liked him because he's tall.
Yeah.
And they say he could hit the 3.
Okay.
But
all right.
Cause they were hyping it. They were like, they got Giannis Maker. Trash, dude.
He's garbage.
He's averaging like what, 3 a game, 3 points,
something like that. He's Oh gosh.
But yeah, they didn't lose nothing.
Oh yeah, they didn't lose anything, and they got Meritic. And Meritic, I was messing with him since because we do the fantasy basketball thing. I had Meritic last year. Bro, that man was just scoring like crazy. He's a good scorer. You know, he's not a defensive kind of guy, but a lot of people aren't really defensive like that, so that's okay because he's still a good scorer. So he still will help with spreading the floor. He's a stretch four. Right. We got Giannis. He can't shoot. So now you got a stretch four right there that can actually score way better than Thon Maker. That's lit. Right? So they're a winner to me. That's an A right there. Another winner is Toronto. I'll say this. Marc Gasol, I like him. He's like one of those true big men that can actually, you know, play back to the basket. You know what I'm saying? I mess with his game. The only problem is that he's 34.
Right.
That's the only problem. But other than that, it's like, all right, it's what it is because you can still make that playoff push and have that kind of guy there. He's still going to be a good player.
Right. Thing with Marc Gasol is, you know, you could trust him. He's playoff tested, you know. He's been in the playoffs how many times?
Exactly. He has the playoff experience through that bet. So that's going to be good right there.
Valanciunas, I love them, but sometimes he be type soft. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Who else? I got. When it comes to another one, I say Clippers in a way because they gave up on Tobias Harris and stuff because they weren't planning on keeping him long term. No. They gave up and they got some players. They got Shamet Chandler, Mike Muscala. I don't know who that is. 2021 first round pick. Right now they
got 2 first rounders.
Yeah, because another one they got Beasley and Zubac.
No, the Tobias trade they got I think it was the 2020 from Philly, and then they got the 2021 from Miami.
So it's 2 first round picks.
Yeah, 2 first rounders, right?
I stand corrected. So
it's even better.
It's even better. So now they're looking lit because they can actually acquire some stars. This is still an if, but we did hear. Remember last year, Kawhi said that he was looking at the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
That was destination. Then not only that, you got even they said Kevin Durant, Clippers was a destination too. We don't know this for sure.
Right.
This did not come out of his mouth. He did not announce it, but hey, they still can try to get some players. And this is LA.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So still LA. It's not like still LA. So you still lit. They're still winning to me. I give that like a B plus. Other than that,
I'm gonna stand firm on this. If I'm KD, stay in Golden State, man.
That's what I think.
Stay in Golden State.
That's what I think.
It's still Cali.
Yeah.
It's still Cali. So just stay there.
That's what I think. Other than that, those are the only winners. Because I would have gave Dallas a win if it wasn't for I don't know if KP is going to be healthy in the future. Mm-hmm. This injury stuff, it just concerns me.
Right.
Tim Hardaway has a big contract. I think Cornelia has a big contract. So we don't know for sure what's up with that.
Right.
So those my win. My losers, I'll give it to what's the name? I gotta give it to the New Orleans Pelicans, man. Trash. Right. They got Jason Smith, Stanley Johnson, and 4 second round picks? 4 second round picks.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy because you know why? Milwaukee didn't have to give up really anything. They got 4 second round picks, bro.
Yeah.
Trash.
No, but on NBA.com it says that it says 4 second round picks, and then in parentheses it says Detroit. So.
Oh, Detroit didn't have to give much.
No, I think did Detroit give up all those picks? Because if they give up 4 second round picks for Thon Maker,
they're stupid.
I was gonna say a different word. They're not smart.
Yeah. Another loser is Memphis. Valanciunas is okay. But the problem is they got DeLon Wright, CJ Miles, 2024 second round pick. You gave up what's the name? Marc Gasol. Mm-hmm. First of all, you took a while to give him up because you should have done the thing a long time ago. Like this stuff's not working out. Yeah. You gave up that, and then you got that back. Like, I'm sorry, that was underwhelming. Like, that's not good. I mean, I feel like they should have got younger assets. Try to push for younger assets, like younger players. You know what I'm saying? Better players too. But it is what it is. Who else lost? Oh, the Lakers lost. for this whole thing right here, they got Mike Muscala, so then they could have a play roster spot for Carmelo Anthony, bruh. And they didn't even get Anthony Davis. That whole ordeal was hilarious to me because it was just petty on top of petty on top of petty. You know what I'm saying? Like Magic Johnson, he's one of those guys that he can talk big game, and you believe it. But then you like, dang, last year you didn't even get Paul George. Paul George talking about, oh, I want to stay with Russell and OKC.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, clown. Right? Mm-hmm. Now you again, Anthony Davis. That didn't work. Because then you about to give up your whole like roster for this dude, and then and the things that the Pelicans was like trolling in a sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it was like it's hilarious to me. So they lost that like, and it was just funny how what's the name, was it last night or was it Thursday, he went to Magic Johnson went to Philly to explain the situation to the players and all that. Like it's nothing to explain, bro. You lost. It is what it is. Like now at this point You lost Paul George. You lost the Anthony Davis thing, and not only that, Pelicans are saying that they don't want to trade to the Lakers. They want to trade. They're looking at the high destination is Boston.
Really?
Yeah. Even though Anthony Davis said that he's not looking to go to Boston long term, they still looking to get assets from Boston. So it looks like the Lakers are done with that because Anthony Davis is not going to be a free agent. So that's an L, right? Then what's the name? You know who else lost? Charlotte. They didn't get anything. They didn't do anything. Michael Jordan, amazing player. Best player, to me, best player in the world, right?
Yeah.
Best player ever. But then, when it comes to him being a GM, right?
Probably the worst.
Owner, or something like that.
Maybe the worst.
Bro, he's terrible. He's garbage. See, this is my problem. You said you're hell-bent on keeping Kemba Walker, but you do not want to put any like assets around him that can help him when it comes to winning. Right. What? You're just gonna be a stagnant team the whole time for how many years?
To get Gasol, but
isn't he Darren almost 30 now? Is he like 27, 28?
Oh, Kemba?
Kemba?
He was drafted 2011, so
yeah,
he's up there.
Bro, what are you doing? Hurry up.
Yeah.
Those are my winners and losers, man. That Charlotte thing pissed me off, and not only that, the whole like Lakers thing was just stupid.
Yeah, Kemba's 28, but in like 3 months he'll be 29. Damn. Yeah. Low key, I did not like really think Kemba was that old already.
Yeah, so I'm saying like time is flying, bro, and they haven't done anything to help this man. I don't understand. And Kemba, if he stays with Charlotte for the money, bro, it's like I don't like that because that's another Carmelo situation.
Right.
You trying to win, or you just like I don't understand, bro. You a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? Right. You making mad money. How much more do you need, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to win? Like, Anthony Davis said it's about legacy. I think it should be about legacy. But hey, if you wanted to get more money, it's all you, man. It is what it is. That's all. I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, some guys view just getting the big payday as a win, you know?
Yeah.
Some guys rather be like, I'd rather take care of my family, put us in a good position in the future as opposed to like a ring.
Yeah.
Cause really, if you really think about it, if you win a ring, like, what does that really do?
Okay, so now that's another thing.
What does that really do?
You can that can do something because you win rings.
Mm-hmm.
You're championship caliber, right? You can get into commercial. I mean, you could probably get into commercial even if you're an all-star. But now you're to the brand of you now, a champion. You can get more money from that with sponsors and all types of stuff, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That kind of thing. That actually is a thing to me. You can still get more money from being a champion. Maybe. So the whole Michael Jordan thing, 6 rings, that doesn't help his brand.
Oh, it does.
It
does.
Champion. That's all. But what you think? What's your
winners
and
doubt.
losers?
So my trade deadline winners and losers. We'll start off with the winners. I think me and you, we kind of like a little different on this one, cause that Raptors Grizzlies trade, I actually thought they both won. Cause, obviously the Raptors win right now, cause you got Kawhi trying to compete for a championship. Even though low key, I feel like all this compete for championship stuff, this would be cool in any year except this one, cause the Warriors, man, the Warriors exist. Mm-hmm. This Raptors team, if any other year, if these Warriors did not exist, you'd be like, yeah, they could legit win a ring. Mm-hmm. But I don't see no one beating the Warriors in 7 games, bro. They like that's the friggin' what they said. That's all the Infinity Stones. They got them all already.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Like they got, they no longer have Kevon Looney out there. They got DeMarcus Cousins, and they ain't lose no one. So I can't picture the Warriors losing. But I mean, for whatever, if you're trying to like be real competitive, they got Gasol, right? The DeLon Wright dude, he's cool, but I mean he ain't like that.
Yeah.
He ain't like that. Right, they gave up Valanciunas, who's good, but I mean, you're giving up a center, you're getting a center, so that cancels each other out. But not really, because Gasol's more versatile, man. He could hit the three, he could pass, he plays defense around the rim. So to me, he's an upgrade from Valanciunas. And what else did they give up? C.J. Miles. Right. C.J. Miles, and then a second rounder.
That's a little bit. They lose a little bit of shooting for that Toronto, but that's okay.
All right, but look at that starting five now.
Yeah.
All right, so look, so basically they gave up Valanciunas, right? They gave up their starting center, two role players, and a second rounder. If they would have gave up a first rounder, I would have been singing a different tune.
Yeah.
They gave up a second rounder. They're gonna be a popping team. So I don't know the logistics of that trade or the specifics, but that could be like a 50-something pick. That ain't gonna be none. It is what it is. But what they get back, like I said, Marc Gasol, versatile. To me, he's more versatile than Valanciunas. So that's how the Raptors went. But then from the opposite side, the Grizzlies, like you mentioned, Gasol's 34. The him and Conley thing, that's it. Their time is up. So what they got to do is start rebuilding, right? They were trying to trade both of them, Conley and Gasol. They moved Gasol. They still got Conley. That might be an L in its own. The fact that they still have Mike Conley, but that's still up in the air. So that's why I can't give them like losers on that. I'm just saying off the stuff they actually did. What they get back, Valanciunas.
Yeah,
I think he's like 23. So that helps the rebuild. And DeLon Wright, like I said, from the perspective of the Raptors, I don't think they mind losing him. But from the Memphis Grizzlies side, like that's another young dude you're bringing in, so that helps accelerate the rebuild. Mm-hmm. If you do lose Mike Conley, right to point guard, you slide him right in that starting point, and we see what happens now. And then what they also do by losing Gasol is like you up your chances at losing more games. So I think there's like maybe 30 more games in the season. See if they can get in like that top
10,
five to like 8.
Yeah.
Pick range, and then I think that helps accelerate the rebuild with the Grizzlies, which is like inevitable. That's what they got to do. Mm-hmm. You got to do that rebuild. So in that case, I saw both those teams as winners. Honestly, another winner, the Bucks. I don't really gotta elaborate that much more. You gave up Stanley Johnson and Jason Smith for like Mirotic, like above average 3-point shooter. Like him and Brook Lopez, they about to be swiping threes, bruh. So
Brook Lopez, man, I don't know why, man.
Bruh, he protects the rim and he makes threes, man. But that's not the point though. We're not Brook Lopez, but Mirotic, they added another shooter to put with Giannis. So in my opinion, that's a good thing. And Mirotic too, he was balling in New Orleans.
Yeah,
he's balling. He gets rebounds and stuff. He's not a slouch.
Yeah.
Also, did you mention these dudes, man? A winner, the 76ers. Did you mention them?
I don't think I put them as a winner.
Nah?
They should be a winner in a way, but the thing is that's iffy because we don't know. They got to figure out how they're gonna share the rock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I heard a couple people saying, "Oh, Tobias Harris stretch 4. He's not no stretch 4."
You don't think so?
He's not stretch 4. Stretch 4s are those guys like Kevin Love that they just pick it. They just get the ball, stand and shoot, catch and shoot. He's not a catch and shoot guy. He rarely does that. Mm-hmm. He dribbles all types of stuff, sets plays. That's not. So if you try to do that with Tobias Harris, you're gonna fail. And then Jimmy Butler gotta share the rock too, because he be on some where he wants to rock and all that. You know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons too. All these guys.
Well,
if they know how to share the rock, that's gonna be like a nice. They won. Right.
Well, I got them as winners purely off of what they gave up. They ain't really give up too much.
Yeah,
they get Muscala, Wilson Chandler. So basically, you view it like this: Tobias Harris is the replacement for Wilson Chandler, right? So that's an upgrade. Can't deny that one. right? What you think? He's an upgrade over Wilson Chandler, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right. You give up Muscala and Shamit. Shamit, I think he's a point guard. You don't really lose much because you still got T.J. McConnell off the bench. McConnell, he's a pass-first point guard. He's solid. He's that point guard that he does. You know, he gets the job done. He doesn't wow you, but he gets the job done. Mm-hmm. Then you give up Mike Muscala. Like, who's Mike Muscala, bro?
I don't know who that is.
They're not losing. No, I actually do know who he is, but it's Mike Muscala. You're not losing anything in that. You're not losing anything. The picks, the 2020, which is not this draft, it'll be the next year's draft. Who knows what that'll be? Because let's say even if Tobias Harris does walk in the offseason and Jimmy Butler, you still have Simmons, you still have Embiid. And we saw that even when they had Simmons and Embiid, they were still a playoff team. So that pick might not really be that good.
Them, they get the 23rd pick. It's like
they get the 17th, 18th pick. You know, that's not. It's not like they're giving up a unprotected lottery pick. Yeah. And we don't expect the Sixers to fall off hard and become like a lottery team in the next 2 years.
Nah.
Now, okay, I was gonna mention the other pick, but that'll go more towards the other team. Now, basically, just to run down the Sixers things, if you really see what they gave up, basically what they got was Jonathan Simmons. They got James Ennis, a protected first-round pick for Markelle Fultz.
I forgot about that. Why didn't I remember that? See, so here's the thing. That's a win for Orlando.
Right.
And I'm to be honest, I'm disappointed in Philly for that.
Right.
I don't know, because they didn't use him well. They and here's the problem too. You already had Ben Simmons. Why did you try to get another point guard? So then my thing is Philly got greedy. That is my thing. You got greedy. You got Marco Fultz. You didn't even use him well.
Right.
That pissed me off. We don't know his potential at this point. People's already saying bust, but we don't even know because they didn't use his potential well. Then you got what's the name?
The thing with Fultz though is that he doesn't fit what they have right now. You know, he doesn't fit. He's not shooting well. He was out of the rotation, man, and it was kind of like a what'd you call that thing? Like the relationship was already out of whack. Cause didn't he have a thing with the Sixers trainers or something? He didn't trust them because they diagnosed his injury wrong, something along those lines.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you would prefer to keep him, but check it out. So the Sixers were one of like the most active teams, right? They got Tobias, and another thing too in that Tobias Harris trade, they got Mike Scott and Boban.
I like Mike Scott.
I like Mike Scott too, and I like Boban too. The dude is 7'3"?
Some big hands, wingspan.
I know you see footage of the dude not even getting off his feet and he could dunk the ball.
Tiptoes.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
So in that move, they got Tobias to basically replace Wilson Chandler, and they got two key dudes to put on the bench. Yeah. You got your center and your stretch four off the bench, right? Then, like I said, with the Markelle Fultz thing, they did a move earlier when they did Fultz. They got Simmons, I think a first rounder and a second rounder, and then that second rounder they flipped it for Ennis. So that's how they got. That's why I said they basically got Simmons, Ennis, and a first rounder for Fultz. Kinda, you know what I mean? So those two dudes also, they could be key dudes off the bench. I think, as of right now, if I'm not mistaken, they could have McConnell, Simmons, Ennis, Mike Scott, and Boban off the bench. It's obviously not like the best, but
it's still good. It's still.
But
good.
It'll hold it down, though.
Yeah.
It'll hold it down, and you're not gonna put all five of those bench dudes on the court at the same time.
Yeah.
You'll always have one or two starters out there,
helps.
you know, and then just the three bench dudes, whoever are in there, just play a part. McConnell could do it, Mike Scott could do it, Boban. So I think the Sixers won. But then the Clippers also won, cause what the Clippers did a couple moves. They did the Zubac for Avery Bradley one, right? I like that one purely because they got younger. They got younger with the Zubac one. Then they did in the Philly one, they got 2 first rounders. Like we said, the Philly one, it's always about keeping it into perspective. So if you're the Sixers, you'd be like, that first round pick doesn't really matter that much because we're gonna be good. But if you're the Clippers, that you were gonna lose Tobias Harris anyways in free agency, to get that pick, it's still a pick, you know? And it helps to rebuild if need be, if they strike out in free agency. But the pick that stands out is that Miami one, the 2021 pick. Because that's in, what, 2 or 3 years from now? And Miami... 2 years, yeah. Miami's kind of one of those weird teams that every single...
They're not garbage.
For the last 3 seasons, you've looked at them and you're like...
They're in the middle.
You're like, how are you actually in the middle, though? Because you'd be like... You look at your team and you should suck.
Yeah.
You should, like, legit suck. Like, you should be at the bottom of the East. But they... I guess Spoelstra's doing a good job. Shout out my Filipinos. I guess Spoelstra's doing a really good job of coaching them. I don't know what it is. But they'll be right there, like, hovering around AFC or as the AFC. You get me? Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is at any moment, that whole Miami thing could just, like... That could just go down. And if it does come 2021... If you're the Clippers, that could become a good lottery pick. That could be like a top 3 pick. Unprotected too. That wasn't a protected pick. That's just like whatever it is, they're getting it. Right? So basically to summarize the Clippers stuff, they basically did everything you would want. They got younger, they got draft picks, and they cleared up cap space. Because they got rid of Tobias Harris. He was coming off the books. So I think the Clippers won, and the Sixers won, Raptors won. These two, I won't give them too much light. I think the Wizards won on the Bobby Portis trade. Because you got out of the huge Otto Porter Jr. contract. And you mentioned it, I think, in episode 1. That was a terrible contract.
Yeah, it is. I'm glad the Nets didn't get that.
The Wizards need to start... Basically, the next thing the Wizards have to do is they have to get out of the John Wall contract. Which that one's going to be tough. Yeah. But... At least you got out of the Otto Porter Jr. one, right? And what you get back in return is Bobby Portis and Jabari Parker. Jabari, I mean, he had that one good season and then he tore his ACL again. But, I mean...
We just don't know what Jabari meant.
Yeah, but the thing with me isn't even Jabari. It's honestly Portis Jr. I mean, not Portis Jr. Bobby Portis. Because the dude I checked yesterday, he's only 23. He's only 23, so he's still young, man. You can't give up on him that early. That's why, like, with the Harrison Barnes one, I don't like it too much. Because, like, Harrison Barnes isn't really popping like that. And Josh Jackson, that's his name, right?
Justin Jackson.
Justin Jackson. He can still become something. You never know.
Harrison Barnes is not popping.
Harrison Barnes, he's
decent.
He's alright, though.
Yeah. That's an upgrade from Justin Jackson and Zach.
But I'll get to that one. So with the Wizards, I like it just off the strength of you getting Bobby Porter, someone who's young, and you got off the Otto Porter Jr. contract. So I think they won in that, right? And then the last winner is the Mavericks, because I'm the reverse. They got rid of Harrison Barnes, who was a terrible contract. Did you know that man got a max contract?
Harrison Barnes?
Yes.
Dallas gave him a max contract? When
he left the Warriors, Dallas gave him a max deal.
What did he do to deserve a max contract?
But this is why I'm saying the Harrison Barnes thing. Yes, he's good, but that's a max contract you got on your books now for Harrison Barnes.
How
you
much?
Feel me? I think he's making like $36 million a year or some crazy stuff. Dude, a max, dude, for Harrison Barnes.
Right.
And it's funny too, cause remember this? That was the playoffs right before that. Was when they blew the 3-1 lead.
Yeah. And
people were ripping Harrison Barnes, saying
he messed up,
saying that he disappeared in the finals.
Yeah.
So how you do that and then give him a max contract?
They were probably desperate, man.
So that don't add up.
They were probably desperate.
All right, so now we'll get into the losers part of things. A lot of these are just kind of like mirror the other moves. 2 losers, the Bulls and the Kings. The Bulls, for exactly what I just mentioned.
Otto Porter.
You got Otto Porter Jr., that's all you did. That's an L. The Kings, you gave up... The Zach Randolph thing doesn't even matter. He's not even playing. Yeah. He might retire, whatever. But you gave up Jackson, who's still young. I think he's, what you saying, his second or third year?
Yeah, it's like his second
and
year.
You got back Harrison Barnes, a max D... Harrison Barnes is a max.
I don't think they're trying to get any free agents.
Peep 2, this is something else I wrote. For some reason, I feel like Harrison Barnes is going to go there, and he's kind of going to mess up the chemistry.
You think so?
Yeah,
They said he had 12 points.
I have a feeling he's gonna mess up the chemistry, cause I don't think he's that efficient, and that's shots that are gonna go away from like Buddy Hield and Fox and other dudes. I don't see that meshing well. I could be wrong, but I got him as a loser purely off that. I don't think he'll mesh well, Harrison Barnes. And you took on a max on. Every time I say it, I just gotta like face palm and like shake my head because you took on Max Harrison Barnes for I think this season and one more. That's an L right there. That's an L. I mean, if the Kings, I guess plan or goal is to make the playoffs this year for the first time since '06, then all right. I guess in that aspect you're a winner, but I view that as an L right there. Obviously, okay. And then just to wrap it up, Lakers and Pelicans, both losers in my opinion.
Yep.
Lakers for the same reasons you mentioned. All this talk about getting AD and they didn't even do it. And then one thing it's been mentioned by like media outlets, but not everyone might think of it, is like what that does to the team chemistry going forward. Because how you going to have all your young dudes up for trade, damn near traded, and then it doesn't go through? Like, how you going to take that as a player?
Yeah. And that mess up the chemistry.
That's gonna mess up the chemistry, and it already has.
Yeah, it already has. You can tell from that 42-point loss.
Yeah, it already has messed up the chemistry.
Garbage, everything. So yeah, losers.
And then from the Pelicans, I had him done as a loser, but you kind of like almost swayed like my decision because you said they're gonna engage with the Celtics. So
they're probably gonna try to get Jason Tatum and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case. They could potentially be a winner, but as of right now, I got them as a loser.
Yeah. Because
this might be like looking into like other aspects, but it's kind of just like awkward now, cause like AD's playing, and he publicly requested a trade.
You know he sat out the whole fourth quarter, right?
Yeah. So how does that look to still have that man on your team? He played yesterday and got booed on his first touch. It's just kind of awkward.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a black cloud hovering over the franchise a little. This man, because it's not even speculation. The man was legit, I think in practice or something, he did the interview, and he was asked on, like, why he wanted to be moved, and he, like, verbally confirmed it.
Yeah.
So it's not even speculation anymore. You know, the proof is in the pudding.
Why should someone be booed for that, though? Because he's his own man, right? And if he wants to go to another team because he wants to win, and that team that he's currently on is not helping him win, it's like...
Oh, I understand, man. But if you're a diehard fan of the franchise...
But that's the thing. You got to be objective. You could still be a fan and be objective.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. You got to be objective. Only player around him is who? Jrue Holiday? Yeah. That's it.
But I'm saying what's happening right now. Like, the fact is the fans are booing him, and it's just kind of a little awkward.
Yeah.
But that's one of those ones that could change. It remains to be seen. But as of right now, February 9th, 2019, I got the Pelicans as losers as well.
I agree.
But that's pretty much it for me for the winners and losers. It was good, man. It was a good amount of losers. And there was a good amount of winners. You know what I'm saying?
A good amount of losers.
No, for real. I think I had like equal amount for both. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 losers and I think 7 winners. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to add to that one?
Nah.
All right, so that pretty much does it for that. Now we're gonna have to segue into the. How can I segue that smoothly? Oh, yo, so you said the Knicks were losers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. New York been taking some L's lately. That TEKASHI69 thing, they took an L with that. Oh, that was smooth. That was a smooth one, right? You saw how
hey, man.
You saw how I transitioned that one, right?
Oh God, yo, that man was taking L's his whole career. W's his whole career.
Tekashi.
Then this is the only L he took, and this L right here outweighs all the W's that he took. Here's my thing, right? I was a Tekashi.
Yo, hold on, let me get this water real quick. I'm thirsty as hell.
I was a Tekashi fan, You know, I mess with him because I just like the trolling thing. I like when people troll.
Bro, I peeped your double XL video. You were like, I fuck with Tekashi. That's my homie right there.
Yeah, like I mess with him. Like I like that whole trolling thing. People take it seriously, that kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's my guy. You know what I mean? She was shaking up the game. You know what I'm saying? Like doing rainbow hair, like rainbow grills. Like what the heck is going on, right? But dang, bro, once this happened, I was like, it's over. And here's the thing, right? Because they got my racketeering, all types of stuff.
That Rico.
The Rico. That ain't no joke, right?
Yeah, they don't fuck with that Rico
and
shit.
especially in New York, dang, man. They try what do they say? Put him in the cage, lock the key, or throw the key away?
They were trying to put that man in jail for life.
Yeah, but here's the thing. People they're talking about the snitching thing. People are like, oh, he snitched. You reap what you sow, kind of stuff. That I understand that. That is true. You reap what you sow. But I'm gonna be honest here. The crew, right? If you're the crew or whatever, because I'm pretty sure he was just paying them. That's why they were messing with him, right? Here's the thing.
Think so?
He's not really gangster like that. He was just paying them, like, and they help them because he's big. So it's like, why not, right? Now why not rock with him? That's what a lot of these people do. They rock with these rappers because the rappers are funding their stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. Let's say I'm Tekashi. You rob me. You kidnap me. You rob me of millions behind my back. Not only that, you slept with my baby mother.
Wait, who did that?
Shotty. He fucked his baby mama.
No way, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, because the thing is, I don't know all the other dudes behind this.
Yeah.
Only two names I know is the Treyway, or is that like a group?
That's a group.
Oh, that's a group?
That's a group.
So who's the dude he snitched on then?
No, they say Trey, they're the Trey 6 Blood, something like that.
Right.
But we said what?
But isn't Treyway the actual like head honcho of that?
Nah, he just says this guy. I don't think so. What's saying Tekashi just be saying Treyway, right? But they don't. The head honcho is the main guy is Shotty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
he smashed his baby mom?
Yeah. And you never know, some other people could have smashed his baby moms too. And she was out there, and here's the thing, disrespectful. She was out there acting like, oh, she was all innocent. She was like, oh, he don't even call, he just be messing with his girlfriend, his new girlfriend. If I was him, I would be messing with my new girlfriend too. If I found out my baby mother smashed the crew. What? Damn. Hell no, right? So she's out of there. She's a bird. First of all, we don't even know her name. We just keep saying 6ix9ine's baby mother. So stop trying to be in the picture, right? Not only that, they did all that grimy stuff to him, but there's no way I'm gonna be loyal to you. You do that kind of stuff to me. I am snitching. I'm sorry. Right. It is what it is. I'm gonna get less time, but at the end of the day, it is. When it comes to it's a dog-eat-dog world. It's every man for himself. You can say street ethics and all that, but you always gotta understand when you get into this street stuff. Gotta understand, not everybody is as loyal as they say they are. There's always gonna be someone snitching. Even the guy that's the trigger man, he might snitch on you. Just always know when you get into the game, anything can happen. Don't be thinking this man's word is bond that he's not gonna snitch on me, whatever. Once someone gets into that interrogation room, they talk about football numbers, people gonna shake. Oh shit! You know what I'm saying? So. Gotta understand it, and that's the game. It's the game, man. You chalk it up to the game. Some people might not snitch. Some people can snitch. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think, man. What you think?
Personally, with the Tekashi thing, I guess I take a different stance than you. Not just for sake of arguing. Like I actually feel that way. It's kind of I kind of don't rock with the whole snitching thing. Yeah. Cause yeah, if you get into that street life, you. Damn, hold up. Oh, shit. Fuck, yo. That fucking mac and cheese is doing me in right now. Holy shit. Damn, yo, I really shouldn't eat before the fucking pause, yo. That shit just started making my stomach bubble right now. Mm-hmm. Yo, but with the Tekashi thing, it's kind of like if you get into that street life, like, oh, man, I'm just against, like, portraying yourself as something, and then when shit hits the fan, you're quick to switch up and sing a different tune, man. This dude, Tekashi was playing that role real good. Oh yeah, he was playing because he had
Test My Gangster.
Yeah, he was saying everything. He was saying all the right shit.
I go to LA, it don't matter. I go.
Yeah, he was saying all the right shit.
Yeah.
You know, but when it comes down to it, the man is singing like a fucking canary, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The man is singing, right? And I peep it from one side, like you said. Because at the end of the day, it's true. Like, I've never been in that position where I'm fucking facing life in prison.
Yeah.
You know, you never been in that fucking position. And like they say, you don't know what you'll do until you're in that position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, that's why I'm not running around trying to put myself in a position, like in the opportunity to be in that position. You feel me? Like, and it's kind of like, how many, this is basically the same, like, scene over and over again. It's the same, it's the same movie on repeat.
Yeah.
You know, like, how many same, I'm not even gonna say like young black or Hispanic dudes, but just how many people gotta, like, does this have to happen to over and over again? It's the same thing for you to realize that, like, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Mobb Deep said it best back in the 90s. I'm trying to show these young dudes crime don't pay. You're never get, like, at the end of doing some crime and being involved in some gang stuff, some drug stuff, there's never, like, a silver lining at the end of the road. You know what I'm saying?
You can't just say, okay, I'm done, and that's it. Because then the cops can still be, that still stuff, that stuff follows you, man.
And all these dudes, like what do people think? Do they kind of just be thinking, like, nah, not me, I'm different? Like, no, man, like, no one's different, man. It's the same scene from the same movie.
It's been happening before you've been alive. It's gonna happen
just
now.
On repeat, bro. The game stays the same. It's just different faces and names. You know what I'm saying?
So, here's the thing. Let me ask you this. Do you think Tekashi would have been as big as he is if he didn't portray himself as a gangster? Because I feel like he did that to keep that, to have that brand, to make himself popping. But you think he didn't need to do that to make himself popping?
I don't think so, honestly, man.
Yeah.
Cause he already had the look. He had the look.
The look enough, yeah.
Like, and what I say by look is that kind of, like, just
crazy.
That crazy look that, like, what you said, cloud chasing or whatever, like, just look as goofy as you can to get eyes on you. Yeah. You know, the rainbow hair, the rainbow grill.
Tattoos all 6'9" all over the place.
Yeah, I don't really think he needed the gang thing, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know why he was involved with that stuff. But it just goes back to, like, what I said, man. Like, don't put yourself in that position, like, messing with gangs, bro. And, like, unless you're just, like, messing with a gang through, like, just affiliation, but if you're actually gonna put some work in or something and be around them, if they're putting in work and you just around them, that never leads to something good, man. That never leads to something good. And people can't be thinking that they're different, that it can't happen to you, because it can happen to anyone. And the numbers are stacked against people. More often than not, you know, you will end up in prison, like you said, doing some football numbers, or at least doing, like, 10 years or something. And at the end of the day, all that money you accumulated from doing these shows and clout chasing and all that, that's going to lawyers now. And is it worth your freedom, bro? Is it worth your freedom?
I'm telling you right now, I'd rather be making, like, $40,000 for the rest of my life every year and be free than to be making millions, right? And then boom, that all goes away and then I lose my freedom for years. No.
Like, P game, if someone could say, like, oh, I did this because I had a family to support.
Okay. Right, we all got families.
No, but it's kind of like you're going to be doing, I think now that he's, like, cooperating, they're saying 47 years. God, how you going to help your family now, bruh?
You're going to be 60 something by
How you going to help your family now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That money, if he does go to jail and he has some rap money left over, he could throw his family. Yeah. That's only but for so long. And unless the family does it the right way and they take that money, they invest it in some business or something, if it's that much. But, I mean, from the Tekashi thing, man, like, is it worth your freedom, though, bruh? Like, money, like I always say, like, it's a constant battle, money versus time. Like, you got the money, but now you're going to do the time, bro. Was it worth that time you about to do in prison? Cause like, regardless, he's gonna be in jail for a long time, regardless, right? Like, I highly doubt there's nothing he could do that they'll just be like 3 years, right?
I don't think he's gonna have anything less than 10 years.
Anything less than 10 years?
I don't think because because 9 counts, 9 charges.
Yeah, I read that too.
Yeah,
Drugs and gang shit and weapons.
Yeah.
That Rico, I don't know all the details of that Rico stuff, but I know that they don't mess with that.
They don't mess around with that.
They don't mess around with that.
Especially in New York, bro. What? Guns in New York?
Right.
Bro. It's done, bro. It's over.
Yeah, and now, like, they be letting a lot of rappers get away with some sucker shit. Like Rick Ross, for example, is proof that the dude was a CO.
That's crazy to me.
And people just kind of look past that and like allow this man to eat in hip hop, a culture that like
they don't mess
they got things like the hip hop police that like go out of their way to fuck with dudes, right? But the TEKASHI thing, that's gonna be a tough. Like, let's say the man does come out and he's like 30 or something, and he's still not 30. Hell no, he ain't doing like 5 years. He's like our age, right?
He's like 23.
Let's say the man comes out and he can still do something. He's like 35 or something. Like, who's gonna be able to look past that? Like, they're already calling the dude Snitch 9. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who? It's over for you, bruh. If you do come out of jail, you're just gonna have to live like a rat. You know that Goodfellas? You ever seen Goodfellas? When Ray Liotta's character, cause alright, so basically in that movie they like running. I think it's mafia, if I'm not mistaken. They're in the mob or whatever, Italian dudes, and it's Pesci, De Niro, and Ray Liotta. Right? Those are you know them 3 dudes.
I don't even know De Niro.
Oh, you don't know Joe Pesci? Alright, so basically at the end, man, Ray Liotta's character, he's facing some serious jail time, and he rats on everyone, bro. He rats on everyone. All his homies, Joe Pesci, rats on them all in court. Points them out and everything.
Oh.
Rats on them all.
Yeah.
Right? And they put him on, like, the witness protection thing, you know? And that'll be like what TEKASHI will have to do. Maybe something similar to that. Because if he comes out the ratting on all these dudes, his life's going to be in jeopardy. Mm-hmm. Someone's going to try to, take him out.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's a tricky situation. Standing in front of you today, I would say like the whole snitching thing is kind of it's like some sucker shit. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I also can't judge because, like I said, I've never been in that situation. If someone tells you like, yo, you're gonna do the rest of your life behind bars, I can't tell you that I want to start singing because you never know. That's what I'm saying. You've never been in that situation, bro. Yeah. So it's
why
tricky.
I'm not a part of that street life because I know that's not for me, and I know I'm probably gonna be scared as heck and be like, maybe I'll snitch. I don't know. That's why I gotta not be in that situation. But the things that he put himself in that situation.
That's what I said. Don't even put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
But for TEKASHI, I don't risk jail on no one. I mean, has anything been like put on him, like that he actually killed someone or something?
No, he didn't kill nobody. He just paid a guy named Kuda like 10 bands
to kill someone?
To shoot at Chief Keef.
Word?
Yeah.
Chief Keef?
Yeah.
Why him?
They had beef. It was like stupid beef though.
Chief Keef is still getting like spotlight in 2019. Chief Keef.
He only got 2018. He only got
18.
He only got spotlight for that thing. No one really paying attention to Chief Keef like that.
But why would TEKASHI even give him the time of day? Like,
because he knows that. That's the thing. TEKASHI knows that. What's the name?
He's just looking for any headline.
The thing is that he doesn't start the stuff. It's just that he just continues it.
Oh, right.
People started and he continues the stuff. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, he messed up by paying that dude to do that. Like, that's when you got yourself into that real situation. You pay someone to shoot at somebody, or even like that's like attempted murder.
Mm. So I mean, what you think? Personally, man, like just assessing the whole situation, like what you think should happen, man? You think that dude should? You think he should do the time for what he did, or you kind of hoping on that man?
I don't think he should get life. I mean, honestly. The thing is, I don't know, because I'm not the judicial system, so I feel like these charges are OD. You know what I'm saying? Like life. But the thing is this, right? For him to do that, for him to snitch, I just hope that he stays safe, man. Because now you snitching, people gonna try to kill you, man. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the things that he got a daughter and all that's like, dang, bro. That sucks.
And I read that they were trying to what's that thing when they put you like in the jail and you have like people like watching you or whatever, like security or something.
Isn't that what?
Basically, like, cause he claims blood, right?
Yeah.
And like some Crip dudes were trying him in jail, so they were saying that like his well-being was at risk in jail. So they were trying to get him like some security in there or something. It's not solitary, not that shit, but
yeah,
something like that. Just basically a little extra attention. You know what I'm saying? Because he's someone of status.
Yeah.
So that's interesting too. He's not really in jail and out of jail, man. The dude is.
We think about it, a lot of these rappers are like that. Meek Mill probably had the same situation.
What you think? What do you mean?
All these rappers, when they go to jail, I doubt that they're literally like not getting some type of special treatment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can act like that's my problem. They be acting mad hard that they, all came out of jail. I know you got some special treatment, some type of protection. Don't try that.
He wasn't just in there like just like a regular.
Yeah, he wasn't just
dude.
in there like. I'm pretty sure somebody would have tried to shank him. You know what
Probably
I'm
right.
Yeah.
Oh man, but the TEKASHI thing, man, it's a tricky thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
And funny thing too, remember when he was on the Breakfast Club and Charlamagne told him, he was kind of like, "Yo, this shit's gonna happen like eventually," and like you call it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's how it usually goes, man.
I understand Charlamagne was telling him that, but
you trying to warn him.
But here's the thing, though. Tekashi's he's of age, so he already knows what he's doing. So telling him it's not gonna mean anything. He's still gonna do what he's gonna do.
Right.
And to be honest, even saying it, I don't know. I feel weird about him even saying it because like it seems to some people that you could be wishing it upon him.
Mm.
And then when you have that, "Oh, I told you so" attitude, it's like, it's corny.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, just let him do him because he knows what he's doing. If he was a little snot-nosed kid,
right,
that was like 15, then yeah, but he's 20-something. You know what I'm saying? Like, 22 maybe. So he knows what he's doing. I knew what I was doing at 22. Come on now. I even knew what I was doing at 17.
Right. You know
what I'm saying?
Nah, me too, man. I knew to not really... I mean, I always knew that I didn't want to, like, get involved with, that gang stuff, man. That never was for me.
Honestly, and the thing is this, Tekashi said it. He said if he knows what he's doing, and that, what's the name? If whatever happens, if he dies, that type of stuff. Like, he knew that anything could happen.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he just wanted, people just want to live that lifestyle that people can talk about them. Like, you know what I mean? Not just live that average Joe lifestyle. No one knows them ever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, with the Tekashi thing too, it's kind of interesting because, like, I was going to say, like, I don't wish jail upon no one, but then I kind of had to catch myself because, like, I kind of was like, nah, that's bullshit. I don't even believe that. Because there's some people that, like, yeah, man, I do wish prison upon you. Like, if you, God forbid, man, if someone kills someone that I love, you goddamn right I want you to go to jail for life. Like, you know, like, you got to pay the price for that. You know? In a perfect world, it would kind of be like, yo, if you took a life, like, your life got to be taken because it's like an eye for eye type thing. But
that's an easy way out.
But, like, at least, but yeah, like, the jail time, because that's why I asked you if he actually killed someone, because if he actually killed someone, then I would have been like, yeah, I got no problem with the dude being in jail for life, because that's someone that you killed, you know what I'm saying? That's something that, there's no, like, undo button for that. If you kill someone, you can't undo that. That's still someone's family member that you killed, you get what I'm saying? And even just if you, like, the dude who puts the head out, like, it's still guilty by association. Like, you put the head out, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, what you think about that? Like, and it's not even like trying to seem like you're like a bad person or like you cooperating with like police or something, but like just off the information you got, like, do you think like he deserves to be in jail, or you think they just really messing with him? Cause I think he deserves to be in jail, bro.
I mean, I didn't think so until I heard he put the head out. If you put the head out, then yeah, you gotta go to jail. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. But he shouldn't be getting. I don't know.
Not them football numbers
Not
you talking about?
Not them life type junks. Life is OD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I understand he was associating himself with the gang, with the trade. I don't know, 6 trade bloods or something like that.
Uh-huh.
He didn't actually kill somebody. He didn't pull the trigger. Like, I think people that get life are people that be killing people. Those are the only people I think that should be getting life.
Yeah.
You should not be getting life if you're not killing people. That's what I think. And that's the problem with the judicial system. It's very consistent. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because I see some stuff about people killing people and then they get out in like 7 years. And I'd be like, how?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's inconsistent.
I see the same thing and it's life. And I'm like, how did...
Someone could get a domestic charge and that's more than the person that killed somebody. So it's like, I'm saying keep it consistent. Like,
right.
I don't know.
No doubt.
But yeah.
That's
all I got on that.
Yeah, that wraps up the Tekashi thing. It's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. I don't know if we'll dedicate like a whole other segment in the future pod to this, but it's definitely something that like they're doing updates on that like every week. The news outlets are straight up eating off this. They're eating off this. And we'll see what's up. I mean, whether he gets off scotch-free or goes to jail, either way I wouldn't be upset. I mean, you can't surround yourself with that life and then not expect this, man. That's just, we've seen this play out too many times for it to play out any different way. But anything else to say, man?
Nah.
Alright, man. So I guess that wraps it up, man. 5230 Podcast, Episode 3. We went through our trade deadline, winners and losers. We're gearing up for a good year. There's gonna be Warriors. I'm calling it now. Warriors still taking it, but the East is definitely improved. It's not as trash as people have been saying it's going to be, or it has been in past years. And, good basketball for the rest of the year. Let's go. We just want to see good basketball as, like, NBA fans. Even the Dubs. I want someone to take them 7. I don't want to see no sweep through the playoffs like they did a few years ago. But, yeah, we did that. And, briefly gave our ideas on the Tekashi thing. I don't know all the logistics of like this like judicial system. That's why. So I kind of like took it. I didn't really like. I took it from like a different perspective, just like on the street ethics, like we said. And yeah, man. So until the next episode.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Peace.